7 experienced hunters walk into the Adirondacks on a clear November morning. Same spot they've hunted for years. Same plan, same routine. But by midday, one of them is gone. No tracks, no calls for help, no sound of a struggle. Despite helicopters, dogs, and one of the largest search efforts in the region's history, 82-year-old Tom Messick vanished without a trace. Hi, I'm West, and tonight with my co-host CJ, we'll be investigating one of the most unsettling disappearances in the history of the Adirondacks. The disappearance of Tom Messick. Oh, your channel's Mystery Theories is 2 years old, apparently.
Fuck. 2 years of laughs, loves, and
2 years of laugh, 2 years of gaffs.
2 years of fucking Paul Walker driving the Titanic. Just fucking
That was a good bit. That was
a great bit. If there's one bit that makes me laugh in this whole thing, dude, it's got to be the Paul Walker Titanic thing. It fucking...
Well, you know what's not so funny about Paul Walker is his girlfriend. I don't even want to... I feel bad besmirching, knock on wood, to even speak ill of the dead in such a way. But he had like... do you know his whole situation with his girlfriend?
No.
I'm going to ask ChatGPT about this. What's the breakdown? What's the lowdown on Paul Walker's girlfriend situation? Shodan, tell me that. They began dating around 2006 when he was 33 and she was around 16.
Holy fuck.
It's not an ideal situation.
Allegedly 16, all right? That's a mystery theory itself.
What do you think? What is she, Cuban? Like, I don't think she had a fake birth certificate. I'm pretty sure she was 16.
Can I tell you that if that was my daughter, and if Paul Walker, I'd be like, you better Fast and Furious get the fuck out of here because I'm going to Vin Diesel kick the shit out of you.
Buddy, you're not fast or furious enough for this. So if you're going to try to pork my 16-year-old daughter, you're going to see how fast and furious we can get. I'm going to Tokyo drift my boot up your ass. I'm going to let you pork if you think I'm going to let you be my 16-year-old daughter's junior prom date. Son. Dude. Oh, great. Can we put that in the episode? Now we're going to start the episode.
Dude, we just got to go for a riffing.
Based in Paul Walker. All right, let's get into this mystery. Tom Messik was an experienced outdoorsman and a retired Air Force paratrooper who had hunted the Adirondacks for decades. On November 15th, 2015, he joined 6 longtime friends, including his son Dennis, for a routine deer hunt near Lily Pond, west of Brand Lake, New York. At 82, Tom had limited vision in one eye, partial hearing loss, and bad knees. Him and a couple of his buddies were posted up on the road, and then some of his other friends went around the back of the forest and then walked through the forest to like drive the deer towards them, and then they would shoot them. Tom was placed near an old logging road. He carried a rifle, a radio, and a small metal bucket he used as a seat, dressed in blaze orange.
Why the fuck would you have somebody that has limited or bad eyesight and bad knees in there?
An 82-year-old, that's pretty rough to be like out in the woods, like strangling elk in the middle of the woods at that age. Like, you gotta have like a soft retirement.
Dude, all I'm thinking though, he's sitting fucking on that bucket, he fires off a round and he goes flying about 30 feet back. like a Three Stooges skit, dude.
Like Daffy Duck, he shoots his gun, his bill flips around the other side of his head. His fedora flips around. When the drivers completed their sweep and regrouped around noon, Tom was gone. Calls went unanswered. His radio was silent. His seat and rifle were missing, and there were no tracks, disturbed brush, or signs of movement between his post and the road. Searches of the immediate area turned up nothing. For hunters who knew what disorientation looked like, this didn't fit.
So, West, then my question to you is, so they said that there's no movement at all. They couldn't find like any footprints or anything. It just like where his bucket was.
I guess not. And these guys are hunters, so they know how to like they know how to track deer and they know how to like track stuff. So I
know what happened. Solved. Blair Witch Project. It's the fucking Blair Witch. It came up here. to the Adirondacks and fucking made him stand into a corner. And he's like, I can't stand. I need a bucket.
The Blair Witch, she got too much exposure from the documentary, so she had to move up north to the Adirondacks. A large-scale search followed. Forest rangers, volunteers, canine units, and helicopters with thermal imaging searched nearly 50 square miles using grid patterns and overlapping sweeps.
All right, take a close look at this man. This is 82-year-old Tom Messik. Forest rangers are still looking for him after he went missing 4 days ago.
After 8 days, nothing was found. No gear, no footprints, no evidence of a fall or struggle. One hunter later reported hearing a single metallic snapping sound earlier that morning, unexplained and heard by no one else.
What the fuck would a metallic snapping sound be? Like
out in the middle of the Adirondacks? I have no idea.
What the fuck was it? Somebody like banging two pieces of metal together, bending it?
Yeah, was the Blue Man Group is out there?
Yeah, like what the fuck would that be?
The Messick disappearance slowly moved beyond news into podcast, forums, and missing 411 discussions. It gained attention not because of dramatic twist, but because every standard explanation seemed to fail. Hundreds searched, but nothing surfaced. I mean, That's the story. What else is there to talk about other than the theories?
All right, let's go.
Theory number 1, medical emergency or accident. Tom may have suffered a medical event, heart attack, stroke, or fall, that prevented him from calling for help. His age and physical limitations make this plausible. However, he was posted in open terrain near a road and no physical evidence of an accident was found. Yeah, so maybe he got up and wandered off and then like had a heart attack and fell into an open grave, I guess.
I get into a pre-dug grave. Yeah.
Pre-dug a perfectly sized grave.
Or the fucking deer dug the grave.
What if the deer got one of the guns? What if the deer took him out? It's like, you son of a bitch.
You killed my fucking father 10 years
this
ago.
This is for Bambi, motherfucker. I feel like if I had a heart attack and died in the
you would
Adirondack,
know,
I feel
right?
like you would find me. Yeah, there'd be some evidence.
You'd have to.
And they brought canine units out. They couldn't find like his scent or anything like that. Would he fall into a Febreze pond? All right, we'll cut that joke. We don't need to leave it. That one's beyond.
That's a parent joke.
We're gonna edit in another Paul Walker diss.
We're gonna add Paul Walker.
Theory number 2: human intervention or abduction. The area contains logging roads and access points that could allow someone to remove him quietly, but investigators found no tracks, tire marks, or signs of a struggle. So we know he was posted up on a road, right? Mm-hmm. And they were distanced out far enough that the next closest hunter was too far away to see him or hear him. So it's possible somebody could have like pulled up in a car, pulled him in, and then drove off.
Yeah, it's possible. Only thing is they would have to just find tracks or any sort of tire marks.
Yeah, and the investigators did look for that, and they didn't find any trace of that. But at the same time, it's like you didn't find any trace. I mean, they drove there, didn't they? So there would be. I feel like you go into any dirt road in the Adirondacks, you don't see a trace of tire. Like they all have tire marks on them. Have you ever seen like a pristine dirt road without no like tire marks on it?
No.
And they said they also said that there was no sign of struggle.
Yeah, you would see if there was anything, you would see like that movement.
Unless he was in on it.
Unless he's like, I'm fucking done with this show.
it's like the end of Scream, where the
Doofy.
Yeah, Doofy walks off. Like Tom Messik, he walks off. He takes off his bandana. He pops in his real eye. It turns out he has perfect vision, perfect hearing. Plays some cool music. He like pops a cigarette. Jumps in a hot rod and like races off with his bimbo girlfriend.
And then when they look at the hot rod, it's Paul Walker.
Everything I would do, you were standing there by my side, and now you gonna be there for the last ride.
Theory number 3: terrain or environmental hazard. Hidden hazards, old wells, logging remnants, or concealed depressions exist in the Adirondack forest. A fall into one could explain the lack of visibility.
Like falling into a fucking hole.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Or quicksand. Is there quicksand in the Adirondacks?
I don't think there is quicksand in the Adirondacks.
Is there a tar pit in the Adirondacks?
I don't think there's really any like Indiana Jones level threats in the Adirondacks. CJ's like, is there like maybe like a rolling boulder that will like chase you through like a Mayan tunnel anywhere?
Yeah. Is there a pygmy tribe that's shooting fucking little darts at people? We don't know this.
Maybe he ran into an undiscovered tribe.
The Adirondackians.
Okay, what would those guys? They're just like the worst kind of white people ever.
They're Puritans with just janky ass teeth, and they're wearing capris and loafers and shit. They're like, ooga booga, I got a sale at Starbucks.
Theory number 4, paranormal or supernatural. Some locals and researchers suggest the disappearance involved forces beyond normal explanation. The unexplained metallic sound and reports of sudden silence echo other unexplained wilderness vanishings involving experienced outdoorsmen. While no direct evidence exists, these patterns keep paranormal explanations in circulation. So this is, again, there's like literally no evidence for anything paranormal other than that metallic sound that one of the hunters reported hearing. And that's enough evidence for me. I think it's aliens.
Yeah, it has to be.
Fucking aliens got him.
Well,
if you're an alien, like, why get him though? Can you imagine, like, you get one shot to pick up a human, and you get like an 82-year-old half-blind deaf guy?
Maybe the aliens aren't good at capturing people, and this is their like 500th one, and they're finally like, fucking Bill, we gotta bring something back, okay, bud?
No, you got it. You've been really screwing up. First you brought up a cat.
We just got to get somebody so we don't get the fucking boss on our tail. They go for the easiest. They're like, check out this motherfucker limping into the woods. He's got a metal bucket.
Wait, hold on. He was sitting on a metal bucket, and they heard a metallic crashing sound.
That's why I did that. Ooh, did you see that?
So that bucket must have had something to do with that sound.
That's
so maybe that is evidence of a struggle.
Yeah.
An alien struggle.
An alien struggle.
Well, CJ, listen, these are just the theories, okay? But the question is, which theory do you decide?
Medical emergency or an accident? Dude, well, if it was a medical emergency, you would still find some sort of evidence. Even if he like got up and he was having a heart attack, you would think that he would have dropped right then and there, you know? I don't know. I don't think it was a medical emergency. Human intervention, that somebody came through and fucking old schooled blue out of there. That's all I think of. A bunch of guys wearing black masks and they're like, get in the fucking van now. Like, to me, it goes right back to, there has to be something. You would see something there, some sort of like struggle. Terrain or environmental hazards. I don't know, like, to me, like, what is he gonna fall into, like, a sinkhole and then fucking be done? Like, they had a huge search party out there. They would look into that and they would find some sort of evidence of that, because it's not like he would fall into a hole and it would mysteriously build itself back up and then sod itself. And the last one, paranormal, supernatural. This is the one that I gravitate to, because I look at it, I want something fucking crazy out there, right? Because there's nothing else that you could really explain, but the fact that there isn't anything, like you don't see anything, that really makes me lean towards that.
Well, CJ, what if I told you I had one last thing?
I would be like shocked.
You'd be like, well, like every other episode?
Like every other episode. Ooh.
It's almost like the show has a format. One last thing. The place left behind. One detail rarely mentioned. Some of the men who hunted with Tom have never returned to Lily Pond. Not because of danger or terrain, but because the area no longer feels right. No signs were posted, no trails were closed. The forest has stayed open. They just stopped going back. The implication there is that like they're spooked out, and I think they are. But I think that almost opens up an alternate theory that like maybe his friends
killed him.
Maybe they were in on it, yeah.
Mm-hmm. The son was like, I want an inheritance. We should fucking do this.
Oh yeah, that would be the piece of evidence to look into.
That would be that.
Like, what kind of life insurance payout did he
What's
get?
his net worth now? Yeah, what's the son at right now? To me, like, if that happened to me and I thought that it was something that was like paranormal or something fucking was off, I wouldn't show back up there and be like, dude, I'm good.
Yeah, same. Even if I didn't think it was paranormal, I wouldn't want to ever go back there. Maybe maybe they're not necessarily in on it, but maybe they just know something. Maybe they saw something and they know something. They're just not comfortable sharing it.
Yeah.
Well, that's why we have the internet for, is to reach out to these people and harass them until they divulge the truth about Paul Walker. No, I'm just kidding.
I thought you were going to say 16-year-old dating.
Did Tom Messick have a 16-year-old girlfriend? Did Tom Messick orchestrate the death of Paul Walker? so he could take his 16-year-old girlfriend.
Yo, we shouldn't be making fun of him so much. I'm
not gonna leave every Paul Walker joke, but at this point we have to like leave some of that in. We spent half this episode talking about Paul Walker.
That's why you got to talk about the fucking the riffing that we did at the beginning of the episode. Classic.
Yeah, now we have to leave that in.
That has to be in there.
But then what, we're going to start this episode with us talking about Paul. People are going, what the fuck are you talking about? What is going on with this show?
No,
the show has jumped the shark.